welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday night, and tonight is going to be the start of something that's going to be taking place for the next 7 weeks that I'm so excited about, and you should be excited about it too. So my name is Carmen, and I'm the face you normally see here on the channel. We are live every single Tuesday night, and on Wednesdays at noon, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have an episode of The Biggest Transformation that airs. In fact, tomorrow afternoon is our season finale for season 6. And we are getting ready to launch season 7. And so tonight I wanted to talk to you really quickly about what is coming and why it's so important. And so as a former morbidly obese woman who struggled with her weight, as somebody who tried every diet under the sun and didn't succeed, as somebody who desperately wanted to be smaller and have more confidence and go to the beach and actually take my cover up off, that just wasn't the life I was living prior to 2014. I was a new mom. We had a toddler and a newborn, and I really believed that I was going to be one of those mothers where I could be overweight, but my kids wouldn't be. And then I was hit with the reality of, no, like your kids are going to do what you do, not what you say. And so if you're overweight and you have overweight eating habits, which is how you get overweight, like I look back now and I'm like, Carmen, what were you thinking? I was thinking with my fluffy brain. And so, the truth is I was hoping that somehow it would be different. And so anyway, so often when I'm coaching people, I've been helping people lose weight since 2016. I have been a coach. I have coached thousands of people, helped people lose tens of thousands of pounds and totally transform their lives from the inside out. And so often people will say, Carmen, what's the biggest difference? What does it take to lose the weight? What does it take to change your life? And there's a couple different things, and this is what the next 7 weeks is going to do. We're about to have 7 weeks of inspiration, and you're going to see 7 interviews with clients who have completely transformed their life. People from men and women, moms and dads, grandparents and grandmas and grandpas, and people that are business owners and people that are people from all different walks of life, all different schedules, all different backgrounds, all different, just different places in life who found the will to say yes and to lose the weight. And so a couple things it takes if you want to really succeed at this weight loss thing. So the first thing is you've got to believe that you can do it. You've got to believe that, okay, I can do this. Because if you don't believe that you can do it, then think about it. If whatever you believe, that is your truth. And if that is whatever is your truth, your behavior follows your beliefs. So if I don't believe, and I did not believe I could lose the weight for years, and I was a morbidly obese woman. I believed I would fail. I believed even if I got started, something would go wrong. I believed I was destined to be overweight. I believed I was big boned. That was my truth. And as long as that was my truth, how did I behave? I behaved like someone who was going to fail. I behaved like someone who was morbidly obese. I behaved like somebody who was big boned. I behaved like somebody, no matter how hard I tried, like my lot in life was just to be the bigger girl. And so as long as I believed that, my behavior backed it up and my outcome reinforced that all that nonsense was the truth, even though obviously now it wasn't, because I went from a size 22 down to a size 2. There's no way I was big bone. And so I'm going to tell you where that started to crack, where I started to change my belief, where I started to change, and start to think maybe, just maybe, I could do it. Just maybe this wasn't my lot in life. Just maybe I wasn't big bone. And this was such a huge pivotal thing for me. And so when I think back to getting started, because I started a bunch on weight loss journeys, and even the times where I had a little bit of success, I would always go gain it back. And when I think back to what was different, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting on this over the past 4 to 6 weeks, and we've never done a series like this. Like, we've done lots of interviews here on the channel. During the biggest transformation, you see people losing weight every single week, but we've never done anything like this where it's consecutive weeks of just inspiration, inspiration, inspiration. And the reason why we're doing it is because when I really look back on 2014, which is when I rededicated, I restarted my health journey, I said enough was enough. One of the things that changed in me, and I believe was one of the things that was responsible for my weight loss success, is at that season in life, I was binge watching, if you will, YouTube transformations. And I had looked at all different kinds of weight loss programs. And the way I decided how I was going to lose the weight was by looking at different transformations and saying, okay, if I got to lose weight, which, like, out of all the programs, you know, working out, shakes, Weight Watchers, injections, starving yourself, weight loss surgery, out of all the things, what one is going to give me the after photo, the after results that I want? And it was people that had combined fitness with nutrition. Like, they started working out, they watched what they ate healthy, they ate to fuel their bodies, and they combined them. Those were the after photos. Were like, as a morbidly obese mother, I was like, wait a minute, these have got to be doctored. These have got to be photoshopped. Like, what? He did what? She did what? No freaking way. Like, this is incredible. And so that's the way I decided to lose the weight. It wasn't because I loved fitness. It wasn't because I loved healthy food. It was because I loved the after that I saw. And so what followed, and this was the first time I had ever done this, is I started going online and I would be researching things of people working out and watching what they ate and losing weight. And what it brought me up with is it brought me up a ton of transformation videos, 1 to 2 to 3 minute transformation videos of people and what happened in their life. And I watched one and I was like, okay, wow, that was good. Okay. Watched another one. I was like, okay, that was good. Okay. Watched another one. Okay, that was good. And by the third or fourth one, something started happening inside of my brain. Like, of course I thought it was cool. And of course I wondered if I could ever do anything like that. But by the third or fourth one, I started to come out of that wondering space and get into the space of, you know what? If he can do it, if she 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 can do it, why can't I? Like, maybe I'm not different. They had some of the same challenges I did. Oh my gosh, they had the same thing here. Oh, they were busy too. Oh, they ran a business. Oh, they thought they were big boned. Oh, they thought they had a slow metabolism. Oh my goodness, they had family and a mother that was overweight as well. They did it. I wonder if I can do it. And it was the first time that something cracked open this shell of my belief system. It was the first time my belief system had been challenged, and I started to actually believe that I was no different than all these other weight loss success stories that I had seen, because I had seen lots of weight loss success stories, but it was always them. Like, they were in a different category of human being. Like, they were just the lucky ones. They had genes, different genes, genetic makeup than I did. They didn't have the circumstances. Like, my circumstances were different than their circumstances, right? And after watching, 7, 8 videos, like, I went from being a skeptic and my truth being, I'm a weight loss failure, to being, no. Like, not only can I do this, but I'm going to do this. And that was what gave me the courage to start again. That was what gave me the courage to go all in. That was what gave me the courage and the that when I wanted to quit, I remembered those stories. And I remembered that they had moments that they wanted to quit too. But what it was on the other side of them pushing through those was their results. It was their success. It was their transformation. It was their life changing. And so I know there's lots of you this year that set a resolution that you wanted to lose weight. It is the one of the number one resolutions every single year. But there's only a fraction of a percentage of people. There's only a small percentage of people that actually hit it. Most people by February, that resolution is long gone. And so I wanted our channel for the next 7 weeks to be a source of inspiration. I wanted you to hear from other men and women just like you. Men and women like Megan, who you're going to hear from next week. She lost over 50 pounds in 15 weeks. She's a mom of a ton of kids, an active husband. You're going to hear from people like Aisha, who lost corporate America, woman, marketer, powerhouse, over 60 pounds in 6 months. Kristen, over 180 pounds. You're going to hear stories of people like Jerry, who lost 69 pounds in 20 weeks. Heather N, 77.2 pounds in 6 months. People like Allison, who lost 51 pounds in 16 weeks. People like Dan, who lost 56.4 pounds in 16 weeks. Dan travels all over the world, as well as some of our other clients like Krista Joy, who lost 118 pounds in 6 months. Matthew, who lost 142 pounds in 9 months. Karen, who lost 148 pounds in 14 months. This woman, who's actually my mother, was walking around with diabetes, IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, cancer. She got all these diagnoses on one day. She was a ticking time bomb. Wound up losing 148 pounds in just over a year. Transformed her whole life. People like Ken, who lost 62 pounds in 6 weeks. His wife, April, 25.8 pounds in 20 weeks. Got to her goal weight as small as she was in, like, I think college or something, she said. People like Shane, who lost 128.2 pounds in 6 months. Andy, 71 pounds in 6 months. His wife, Peggy, 40.2 pounds in 6 months. Like, couples doing this together, like, that is a family changed. That is legacy changed. That is changing their line, how their family sees health, being an example. People like Danielle, who started the program pregnant, lost 64 pounds in 6 months, got to the end of her pregnancy the day she was going to give birth and had no swelling. Like, the doctors were like, you have no swelling. Like, drastically different than her other pregnancies before this. Bryce, 93 pounds in 6 months. Stuart, 74.2 pounds in 6 months. Wendy, 42.8 pounds in 6 months. Jennifer, 44.4 pounds in 6 months. Jen R., who started the program with extreme back issues, stenosis, had days where she was taking pain meds or whatever. She was taking medication, to some natural, some not natural. She was trying anything she could just to be able to get through the day and lessen the pain. Forget pain-free. That wasn't even an issue. Today, Jen travels all over the world, pain-free. So often she'll talk about her journey and she'll have tears come to her eyes because she can't believe she had just succumbed to the fact that I'm just going to be filled with pain and I just have to get through the days. I just have to grin and bear it. And this is just my lot in life. This is just how it is. It's not how it is. It's not how it had to be. Zach, 74.4 pounds in 19 weeks. His wife, Kia, 56.6 pounds in 6 months. Just to name a few. A few results of our clients who got inspired, believed that their past didn't equal the future, who said no more, who started to believe that they could have one of those transformations too. And so make sure, if you haven't, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you ring the notification bell, because next week we're going to be kicking it off with Megan. You're not going to want to miss her inspirational story. And then we're going to be you're going to be hearing 7 weeks of inspiration, 7 inspirational stories to get you inspired, to keep you going, to allow you to believe that these people who used to be failures made a decision that they were going to do it. And they did. and that you can do the very same thing. And so we'll see you next week, next Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the channel. Don't be late. Don't miss it. We will be back live with Megan, and who's actually competing this week in tomorrow's final. And last week, she's in the top 2. And so next week, we'll know if she won season 6 of The Biggest Transformation or if she was the runner-up. Either way, she lost a ton of weight and obviously has won her health back. She's still going. This woman is on a mission. And so we will see you back with her next week live here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you later.